Welcome back to Nice, France, everybody, and the 2012 World Figure Skating Championships coming to you live on Bold and on cbcsports.ca. A first look at this final group of competitors, including this man, Javier Fernandez. Javier is within striking distance of the podium. My podium pick for bronze medalist. He sits currently in 5th place.
Représentant l'Espagne,
Javier Fernandez.
If you want to be in touch, Twitter is a terrific way to do just that, @SkatingPJ, #CBC Skate, or you can email me, pjkwong@pjkwong.com, and I will get back to you. It will take me a couple of days. A look at Brian Orser. I hope you caught that interview in our last bit of, in our last flood break. He is the coach of Javier Fernandez. Once this is finished, he moves his attention to the ladies' event and Elena Gerabanishvili. This is Daisuke Takahashi, 2010 world champion, 2010 Olympic bronze medalist, sitting in 3rd place.
champion du monde 2010, représentant le Japon,
Daisuke Takahashi.
His teammate, Yuzuru Hanyu, sitting in the lead with like 26 points or something ahead of the next closest competitor, and with what is considered an outstanding score. It was this man's birthday yesterday, Michal Brzezina, and as a birthday present, he got to get into 2nd place in the short program. Outstanding, not a step wrong. Has to follow it up with a great free today.
messieurs, il vous reste 1 minute d'échauffement.
Gentlemen, there is 1 minute remaining in this warm-up.
Il est originaire de Toronto, il s'entraîne à Colorado Springs aux États-Unis.
Patrick Chan,
Champion du monde 2009 et 2010, champion du monde en tir.
2011 world champion and leader after the short program. Looked a little tentative yesterday. Cannot afford to make any mistakes today. Here's the setup, but he didn't do the quad. But that is what it looks like before he goes into his quad. On Twitter from @CraigDrebbett, why don't they resurface the ice before the final flight? The idea is, and all the competitors know it, ice resurfacing happens every 2nd group. Florent Amodio, first to skate out of this group, followed by his countryman Brian Joubert.
Gentlemen, the warm-up has ended. Would you please clear the ice? Thank you.
All right. You can also be interactive with all of the great skating fans out there on our chat until 11 a.m., 3,400 strong. Come join us, cbcsports.ca, on the figure skating page. It's @CBC Malcolm and me. Conversation has been great so far. This is going to be a barn burner of a final flight.
Sous la glace, représentant la France,
Florent Amodio.
Florent Amodio is next to skate. I think he got a little bit of a birthday present himself yesterday in the marks, but he sits in 6th place, or 5th place rather. 6th place, I was right the first time. Skating to Memories of Sobral and Rio soundtrack. Coaches Nikolai Morozov and Bernard Glesset. Choreographer Nikolai Morozov. Bronze medalist at Europeans this year, 7th in the world a year ago. Sal may have slightly touched down with his hand on the landing. He has great flight in his jumps. Triple axel, double toe, effortless. If you've been watching me for any length of time, you know I prefer to see a bit more skating and less standing in the step sequences, although I appreciate the need for a little rest stop for the skaters. Gorgeous triple axel, just effortless. Wonderful float coming out of that landing edge. Beautiful jumps. Look at that triple sound, triple toe combination this late in the program. Great strategy. Doubling up plan triple lutz. Double lutz worth 2.1, triple 6.0, but there's a triple flip. Amodio, born in Brazil, adopted by a French family and raised in France. This program a nod to his Brazilian roots. What I like about Amodio is he is superbly trained. Athletic, comes to the competitions prepared, and that was a great skate. Some problems, but only intermittently. Florent Amodio of France.
Florent Amodio.
Get a well-deserved hug from Coach Nikolai Morozov. There's the setup for the quad sal. Still not sure if he touched down with his hand. Doesn't really matter. The jump was fully rotated. The height on his triple axel, triple toe combination, double toe rather. Again, his jump technique is superb. From at Joyous Julie, I don't think you can call some of those breaks rest breaks. They're full-on picnic breaks. Great jumps though. And at Meigs Wilson, not liking Amodio's program at all. Music is random and doesn't flow. But at Doriar says, I just love to see a skater having as much fun as this kid. Score to beat, 251.06. New season's best by about 12 points for Amodio, 163.07. 243.03. Sits behind Yuzuru Hanyu, who still has the lead with 251.06.
Sur la glace, représentant la France,
Brian Joubert.
Brian Joubert, coached by Véronique Guillon, sits in 4th place after the short program. He was the world champion in 2007, 2-time European champion. This year he sits in 8th place. Choreographer David Wilson. Personal best in the free, 160.13, but a season's best, 139.91. David Wilson, his choreographer. Planning both a quad toe combination and a quad sal on its own. There's the quad toe. Triple axel, triple toe combination. Triple axel. 2-foot skating in the circular step sequence. Triple salto double toe combination. Triple flip, double axel. Nice skate for him. It's funny how much evolution there has been in terms of the choreography in the last 5 years. He was world champion in 2007. At Noonday Sunshine says, Brian makes me feel like I've gone back in time. And at Gailana 75, there's so little between the jumps. How does Brian Joubert get such high marks? That's a good question. And we're going to see just what those marks say. Now, for anybody following along on Judge for Yourself, I had a comment earlier from @CraigDrevitt saying that judging the free was significantly more difficult than the short. So let me know if you've got any scores. From @JoyousJulie, I think this is the best Brian has skated at Worlds since 2007. Good to see, and you're absolutely right. I like it best in a competition where everybody has their best skate. And this was a really good skate for Brian. Very secure quad toe. On our chat, Leah H says, I usually don't root for Joubert, but he earned it today. He has been struggling for a while now. Good for him. I feel exactly the same way. Jumps were on today. At Sports Weekend, Scott says, Brian Joubert on fire, and he lit up Palais des Expositions. This is incredible sport. Well said, Scott Russell. .11 points, a great season's best score for him. .244.58. Yuzuru Hanyu still in the lead. Joubert will be no lower than 6th place at the end of all this. This is Javier Fernandez. Personality to burn. Such a strong technician. Represents Spain, coached by Brian Orser. 20 years old, skating to La Traviata. He's in 5th place. Choreographer is David Wilson. He also has 2 different quads planned, quad toe and quad salchow. There's the first one, gorgeous quad toe. Quad sal, a slight lean to the outside of the circle on the landing, but it appeared to be fully rotated. Lean in the air caused him to fall on that landing edge of the triple axel. Elegant skater. Triple axel, triple toe combination. Doubling a plan, triple Lutz. And a nice triple sal double toe combination, except, you know, he had a very last minute lean to the inside on that double toe landing. Double flip, double toe, double loop. Almost looks as if he's not taking time in the preparation phase of his jumps, doubling a planned triple loop. This is going to be tough for Javier, doubling so many of his planned triple jumps. Clearly a very, very strong skater. Again, lots of time to grow and develop. At only 20 years old, I think. Let me just confirm. 20 years old.
Javier Fernandez.
Lots of time for not only the 2014 Olympics, but he could even go to the 2018 Olympics. I'm with Miss Thing 01 in that this was a great program. She said, I am enjoying Javier's program so much. Here's the setup for that opening quad. And the quad sal. The lean on the air was obvious, which was going to prevent that landing on that triple axel, but the second triple axel with the triple toe.
Javier Fernandez.
Javier a obtenu un total de 144 points pour le quadruple et de 225 points 87 au combiné des deux épreuves. Ce qui le place
Well below his season's best, a score of 144 points,
His total score is 225.
dropping him to 6th place.
Which places him currently 6th place.
He could go as low as 9th overall. Javier Fernandez.
sur la glace, représentant le Japon.
Taitake Takahashi.
This is Daisuke Takahashi. Pasquale Camerlengo choreographed his free program. David Wilson is short. Daisuke is coached by Utako Nagamitsu. Skating to Blues for Kluk. Second at the Four Continents Championships behind Chan this year. 5th in the world a year ago, but he was the world champion in 2010, sitting in 3rd place after the short. Maybe a slight touchdown with a free foot on the landing of that quad toe. And triple axel. And triple sal. This program has a wonderful languid quality to it. Unbelievable agility on his blades. Very quick turns, great changes of direction throughout this step sequence. combination. A little tight on the landing at the toe. Flip double toe. And triple loop is a great facility for landing those jumps, enabled by that wonderful knee bend on the landing leg. Great choreographed step sequence. Japanese men are terrific today. That's Daisuke Takahashi, a terrific free program from him. And teammate Yuzuru Hanyu currently has the lead.
Du Japon,
Daisuke Takahashi.
Yiya on our chat says, OMG, I can't breathe. That was so magical. Yeah, it sure was pretty good. Daisuke in third place. Yuzuru Hanyu came into the free in seventh place, currently has the lead. Look at the preparation for this triple axel. He has a beautiful landing position. Triple axel, triple toe combination. Pasquale Camerlengo looking on, choreographer for this program. Okay, here's what Twitter says. At LJ Mystic Howl, Takahashi put his money where his mouth is. He's not giving up gold without a fight. You got that one right. Malin 1982 has 168.1 on Judge for Yourself, posting it on our chat. And Alex Amarizian 183.45, also posting his Judge for Yourself score on our chat. Cindy says 181.3. What do you guys think? Judge for Yourself sheet's not only good for the men's free, but also for the ladies' free a little later on today. Score to beat?
obtenu un total de
251.06.
173 points 94 pour le programme libre. Il réalise ainsi son meilleur score de la saison.
New season's best with a score of only 173.94, 259.66. He's in first, only takes over the lead from teammate Yuzuru Hanyu, who has a score of 251.06. In third, Brian Joubert with a score of 244.58. 2 skaters left to come. This is Michal Brzezina of the Czech Republic, sitting in second place after the short program. Michal is skating to the Untouchable soundtrack. Choreographer is Pasquale Camerlengo. Coaches are Peter Staric, Carl Pfeiffer, and Carl Devin. 4th at the Europeans this year. He's also planning 2 different quads, toe in combination and a sow. Actually, toe on its own. First up though, the triple axel. Fall on the quad toe. Attempted this quad sow, a little forward leaning in the air. Looked like it might have been completely rotated, but of course problems on the landing edge. A little bit of stopping and starting throughout the circular step sequence. Could do with a bit more speed and flow. Guts it took to do that triple axel, triple toe combination. And triple flip double toe. Problems on many of his landings today. Timing seems to be a little off. Problems on the landing can usually be attributed to issues on the setup. Overall, a very inconsistent performance for Michal Brzezinski.
De la République tchèque.
At the end of the day,
Michal Brzezinski.
it'll be interesting to see if he has enough to keep him ahead of Hanyu, who sits currently in second place. And triple axel. Now, this was the setup for the quad toe. Needed just a tiny bit more air time to be able to execute those 4 revolutions. Quad style seemed to be cleanly rotated, or fully rotated rather.
Points, 88 pour le programme libre et de
151.88 for the free skate.
Ce qui le place provisoirement en 5e position.
His total score is
239.55, the season's best, but not going to be enough. So Yuzuru Hanyu for sure has a medal, as does Daisuke Takahashi. Remains to be seen what the color of those medals will be. Final man to skate. Patrick Chan, Canadian men's champion, sits in the lead after the short program, has a very ambitious program planned. Coach is Christy Kroll. Choreographer Lori Nickel, skating to Adagio from Concerto de Aranjuez by Joaquin Rodriguez. He won the Grand Prix final. He won his Grand Prix events. 4 Continents title, is undefeated this season. Very secure quad toe to open this program. Quad toe, triple toe combination, almost caught the side of the boards again, like he did at the Grand Prix final. axel. The intricacies in this program are spectacular. Triple Lutz, half loop. Looked like a double salve. And his triple loop. Beautiful triple Lutz. Bit of a misstep going into that double axel and the fall. Exquisite footwork sequence. Patrick Chan. To put it into perspective, that double axel meant he left about 3.3 points on the table. The fall cost him another point. I still think at the end of the day, this is his title.
Patrick Chan.
I'm going to miss that program. I've really enjoyed it all season long. Terrific choreography from Lori Nicol. 2 quads, 1 in combination, and a triple axel. Alex Amarizian on chat thinks it'll be 193.30.
Congratulations. Congratulations. That was awesome. That was awesome. That was terrific.
Went by quickly.
Yeah?
It's beautiful.
There's that opening quad. Beautiful. Look at the stability on the landing edge. The second one was in combination. A little bit shakier, but still had the presence of mind to execute that. Look how close he was to the boards. Triple Lutz half loop and holding on for the double sow. Never even got into the air, like he slipped off his edge. From Twitter, at Michael Garble says, Patrick's skating is seamless. He doesn't know the word preparation. He was in some other zone. How beautiful is that? At Galliana75 says, not perfect, but still amazing. 176.70.
His total score is
266.11.
in first place.
A first look at two-time world champion Patrick Chan.
Congratulations. Nice.
Guinness Book of World Record score 280.98 that he earned last year for his overall score. This year's score 266.11, still considered amazing.
De la catégorie messieurs. Mesdames, Messieurs, dans quelques instants, vous allez assister à la cérémonie des podiums.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the men's free skating competition.
Here are the final standings from the men's result. Patrick Chan wins his second world title, followed by Daisuke Takahashi, who takes a silver for the second year. Who takes the silver, and then Yuzuru Hanyu, amazing performance today to take the bronze, followed by Brian Joubert. Dennis Ten ends up in 7th place. An earlier highlight for me, Javier Fernandez drops from 5th to 9th overall. Kevin Reynolds holds on in 12th. Canada sends 3 men to next year's World Championships. Very disappointing men's season for Russia. Sergei Voronov and Artur Gachinsky both falling well out of the medals. Christopher Kaluza from the Philippines finishes in 21st place. There is always an interview with the winners at the conclusion of the event, and looks like we're headed to the Kiss and Cry, where Patrick Chan will be interviewed. So we're going to just stay with him.
Bonsoir à tous. Nous sommes avec
Pézera.
Patrick Chan, champion du monde pour la 2e fois et vainqueur de cette compétition garçon. Patrick va nous parler en français. Donc Patrick, une compétition qui a été très difficile, très haut niveau. Comment es-tu arrivé à ce résultat ce soir?
J'étais super nerveux parce que on avait les patineurs japonais. Les 2 patineurs japonais ont bien patiné. Vous étiez merveilleux, vous étiez vraiment forts. Je pouvais t'entendre derrière la patinoire, alors merci. Et je suis vraiment heureux d'être capable de gagner ici à Nice. C'est une de mes places les plus favorites et j'ai hâte de revenir.
Basically, what Patrick was saying was that he was nervous coming into this competition. The 2 Japanese men skated very well. The crowd was great, and he was really pleased
and he could
to
hear
win
in the background
here in Nice.
you guys, all the fans cheering for them. So he said you were wonderful, and that he was really happy to make this result here in Nice, and he would like to come back soon. Patrick, c'est donc maintenant la ligne droite, qu'il reste une saison avant les Jeux Olympiques de Sochi. Comment vas-tu aborder cette dernière ligne droite?
Je dirais que ce serait comme aujourd'hui. La saison prochaine serait peut-être pas parfaite. Je vais avoir des compétitions où je vais pas bien faire nécessairement. Le résultat n'est pas vraiment important pour moi à ce point. C'est de vraiment avoir du bon patinage et de l'avoir la passion dans mon patin. Alors c'est ça où ça va vraiment m'aider. Une fois que j'arrive à Sochi en 2014, c'est juste de garder la passion et rester calme.
So the question was, it is the last straight line to Sochi for the Olympic Games and how he's going to work for that. So Patrick said that it's a last season. 2013 might be difficult. There might be good competition, bad competition, good result and bad result, but the most important is to keep the passion, to keep the good skating and trying to get the level to be Olympic champion, right? Last question, dernière question, about this axel, just what happened there. Qu'est-ce qu'il est arrivé sur cet axel?
Je crois que j'ai perdu un peu ma concentration. C'est un programme assez long, c'est 4 minutes 40 secondes pour chacun de nous. J'étais un peu en retard dans la musique, alors je me sentais que je devais me rattraper dans la musique. Alors c'est ça où j'ai peut-être fait une erreur. Je peux le dire en anglais aussi. The question was, why did I miss the last double axel? And I think it's a combination of, I was a bit late in the music. It's a very long program. I'm pretty tired, and so I just lose my concentration a little bit. And that's what I mean. It's not always perfect, but it was an overall good performance. So thank you.
Congratulations again. Thank you.
Yuzuru Hanyu, he was really the skate of the day for me. Brand new bronze medalist to add to his collection, World Junior Champion in 2010, and now senior bronze medalist. And Daisuke Takahashi, silver medalist, was hoping to regain his world title this year that he last held in 2010. Had a terrific free skate. And final skater of the day in the men's event, Patrick Chan. Couple of little mistakes, but after the lead in the short program and with his outstanding skating skills and 2 quads and a triple axel, he holds on for the title. Patrick Chan from Canada.
Congratulations. Congratulations. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Men's final results. 2-time world champion Patrick Chan, silver medalist Daisuke Takahashi from Japan, and Yuzuru Hanyu, also from Japan, takes the bronze. Guess what? We've been able to update our Canadian men's world champions. Patrick Chan, now 2-time world champion. Before him, it was Jeffrey Buttle, 3-time world champion Elvis Stoico, 4-time world champion Kurt Browning, then 25 years ago, Brian Orser, 49 years ago, Don McPherson, and 50 years ago, Donald Jackson. What a great legacy.